This is Campervan Tango.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Andy.
We're just going to do a little video to show you around our van.
We hope you like it.
It's really just a standard cab. There's a lockable compartment at the front, which is quite handy.
Which we've got down here.
And we're going to put in like a drinks holder at some point. We also have the essential storage up here. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but that's where we store our dance shoes, and that little shelf was already in with the van. That's the lucky empanada you can just see there in the background that our friend got us, and we've also got another lucky teddy bear mascot. And there's the reversing camera again that came. Put swivel seats in so they can be turned to the side while we have extra dining space. We also put the curtains in at the side, which I made little tie backs for as well. We make sure they're open when we're driving because Andy often has to look through the window at the back, so it's really handy to have them closed. Andy's just going to show how he builds up the table.
Yeah, so we've made this little step so we could put the table base in, and then the leg goes in there. Table, and then we use this very handy non-slip mat because we can never be bothered to level the van.
Yeah, we don't want to get it absolutely perfectly level. We just use the non-stick mat and it saves things rolling around. Andy built this edging around with carpet, which was a little bit tricky, but it works really well because it hides the curtain rail behind it. I made the curtains with and made the tie backs. We normally leave them open so that he can see through the rear door when driving. It's quite handy to look out of the side window. We're just going to show you what the curtains look like when it's closed up.
So we just shut the curtains, and we tend to only shut these if we're just parked on the side of the street or not on a proper campsite.
So this is the other seating area we have. I made the upholstery for it. And the curtains to match with the black piping. It was 4-inch foam with velcro at the back to hold the covers on the cushions. There's more information about that on our Pinterest page, which is just Campervan Tango again. Andy's just going to show you underneath. We have the storage space, keep the batteries in there, and he also made some switches.
So we've got all those batteries. We've got 220 amp hour batteries in there. There's the solar and the trip switches, the electric hookup point as well. We've got an inverter in there which we can flick on to use for the fridge and hairdryer, and we've got a control panel at the front here which is just the switches for the fridge and the water pump, and we've got USB charger and just a 12-volt socket. Up here we've got the solar controller remote and the water tanks and the waste level.
And up here Andy's built the cupboard, which is his cupboard for his clothes, which is much neater than mine, or I will say. So we just have one cupboard each, but we've got a little secret wardrobe in the back which we'll show you in a second.
Right, so this is the kitchen area, which we've got the Smith sink in with the 2-burner and the sink. We've only got cold water coupled up because we haven't got a hot water burner, so we just use the kettle and stuff. We've got a pop-up shelf for a bit of extra work surface, which is ideal. We've got a 3-way cool box fridge. We don't use it on gas, we've just got it on 12-volt, and we can hook it up on the 240. It also slides out if you want to get the stuff in and out a little bit easier. Quite a lot of storage in there, so it's pretty good. We've got the kitchen drawer as well, which is just knife and forks and stuff. Extra cupboard down at the bottom, which at the back has got the pump for the cold water, which is out the back, this is out of the way. Under this cupboard here we've got the gas, which is in a lockable, sealed, vented cupboard. This is the cupboard which goes into the underbed storage, which is quite a lot of storage in there, which is handy.
We'll show you that in a second.
And we've got the cupboard at the top for us cups and plates.
We didn't want the cupboards to stick out too much and make it claustrophobic.
Yeah. We've got Sarah's idea to have rattling
They don't rattle.
Spice jars.
They don't rattle. They don't rattle too much. We've got a little tango pictures. We have to have a bit of tango in the theme of it. And Andy made the cupboards out of plywood mainly, didn't you?
Yeah, it's all 2x1 planed batten, grooved out with 6mm ply stuck in, and all made and exactly the same for the actual carcass of the unit as well.
We've got a handy little hook here which we tend to use for keys, hanging the keys up, and rubbish as well. A lot of more information about how he built the cupboards and pictures and things is on the Facebook page. Again, it's Campervan Tango. Moving on to the under the bed storage space. There's another cupboard built in the same way as the kitchen. We also store the table leg, which Andy's just going to demonstrate.
We've got a couple of table leg clips which we just clip into place, and then we open the storage door for the table to be clipped into, which is quite handy.
So it's quite light and you can't see it from the front. That just latches on and it slots into the little wooden thing there. Under here it's quite messy at the moment, but we've got an extra drinking water container, camping shower. There's a separate video on YouTube of the shower that we use, and we heat it up first with the solar shower, which you might just be able to see in the back there. We've also got the bikes fitted in. They've just got a towel over them at the moment to protect them, and you can just see a little bit of the construction of under the bed. I'll just show you up on the bed now and the cupboard. We've got a little shelf which is really handy for books, putting your phone and odd little bits and bobs at night. We've got the lights, and the fire extinguisher there, but yeah, little bedside lights which can move about. Also up here is my cupboard, which is much more messy than Andy's cupboard. They just hook on underneath to stop them from flapping about when we're driving along. Let's open it up. Yeah, mine's much more messy than Andy's. But we also have a laptop. We don't have a TV, but if ever we do want to watch something, or I sometimes use this as a little dressing table. I've got a little LED mirror which goes on the top there, so this just slides out. But if we did want to watch a movie or something, we can put the laptop on there as well and watch it at night in bed if it's raining or something. And I'll just show you through the curtains at the back here what I do. Little Velcro tab on there, and this is where various bits of dance clothes and things are kept in the back. Just push them to one side, put the little Velcro tab on, and it's all hidden away. So just close the door under the bed. We've got another little storage locker here opposite the gas cupboard, which we use for shoes, shoes and little bags or hats and things like that. Also there's a little door down at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's actually for the toilet emptying facility. I don't know, Andy might show you that. There's a couple of little pictures up here which I got some really lightweight picture frames just for £2 each. They're not glass, they're just plastic. But there's a few pictures. We've got family and a few things of when we've been dancing in places. And this is the bathroom. I'll just pass the phone over to Andy's video. So we've got this little mirror from like a bargain home store, and it's not glass. but it was really handy. Just this little stick-on basket, which we just have a few bits and bobs. We just use these microfiber things for like towels because they dry really quickly, so they've been really good. And this is the shower area, which Andy, we just use like external wood gloss to paint inside it, because it protects it, and it was just the easiest thing. So in the light, we've got a couple of hooks up, and that's the toilet, which you don't really want to see, and that's it really for the bathroom. It's small, but it does the job. So it's raining here at the moment. Yesterday we got a little bit wet. We went out for a walk, got soaking wet. So what we did, we hung a washing line from this little bar here on the skylight to the other skylight, and we hung jackets, leggings, socks up to dry, and they dried out quite quickly. We store like jackets and bags and things up on the cab shelf. That's Andy with now dry waterproof jacket. So I think that's really the end of our tour. We're away in Europe at the moment, and if you want any more information about what we've been up to, we've been doing some dancing, we've been to quite a few places in Europe, and all that information is on our Facebook page if you're interested. Thanks very much. Bye.
Now you're going to...
Hang up.